I remember walking down the corridors of the university in my hometown to enroll. I was 17 years old, and since childhood, I wanted to be a journalist. On my way to start that path, something happened. I felt a strong call from my heart to attend to my passion to listen to people, to help diminish suffering and promote happiness. I stopped paralyzed in the middle of the corridor by the force of that call. Despite being sure of my passion for journalism, I turned around and went straight to the Faculty of Psychology. What a surprise when later I announced my decision to my family and friends. It took just one semester for me to understand that I wasn't ready. I was too young and too immature to really grasp the depth of psychology. So I returned to journalism, but the call never faded. And 4 years later, after graduating from journalism, I embarked on another 6.5 years of studies to become a psychologist while working full-time as a journalist. For many years, I worked full-time, both as a journalist and a psychologist. It was really busy years. But my job at the newspaper implied traveling a lot, what also meant to be absent from my office and clients. At that time, just 20 years ago, there were no Skype or online video platforms. I felt that my clients suffered from the lack of rhythm in our sessions. And I made the really hard decision of closing my clinic. It broke my heart. In 2013, after a 25-year career as an accomplished environmental journalist, I was eager to return to psychology. I was already a hardcore expat. And to change professions is a very hard challenge that many of us expats have to face. I did, and luckily at that time, the online video technology was already in place, allowing me to meet my clients wherever they and I are in the world. During the first years as a psychologist in the 90s, while in Brazil, I worked as a psychoanalyst. After becoming an expat in 2003, moving from country to country, and especially entering contact with Buddhism psychology, I understood that psychoanalysis wouldn't meet the needs of an expat. The challenges intrinsic of an expat life really demand an understanding of the human suffering, but also a clear path on how to train our minds and heal our hearts in order to flourish as a human being. Beyond the understanding of mental illness, I became interested in learning and promoting the well-being that can be cultivated through mental practices. I realized that we need to train our minds in the same way that we train our bodies. My quest to build a mental fitness program set me off on the richest journey of my life, into the world of mindfulness, self-compassion, and the groundbreaking therapeutic framework known as Internal Family System, IFS. So now you know what this channel will be about. I am going to share my discoveries, insights, and practices so that you can get in mental shape with a strong and fit mind. Believe me, fit mind will make it so much easier to handle the uncertainties and radical shifts that are integral parts of expat life. I am really looking forward to it. After all, working with expats and mindfulness channels on social media brings together my two passions, journalism and psychology. What about you? Have you had the experience of changing your profession during your life as an expat? Are you perhaps in the middle of the process? Or would you like to make that leap? Please, leave your comments below and let's start building our community of expats and mindfulness.